Hey YouTube, it's been a minute since the last video, but I finally got around to getting the black trim that goes around the windows. So today I'm gonna show you guys how to replace it. We're gonna go from this to this. Now, the first thing, of course, is I recommend you roll down the windows, and we're gonna start with taking off the chrome first, and then I'll show you how to put the newer black window trim on. And I do have the part numbers for the black window trim, and I'll make sure to put that down in the description. So like I said, the first thing I recommend is rolling the windows down, especially if it's a hot day like today. We're going to start with the top trim first, and then we'll do the bottom trim after. So the first thing that I recommend is you take out this screw at the front. It is a number 2 Phillips, and then keep it somewhere safe because you're going to need that when you're reinstalling the new black window trim. Okay, now that you have that Phillips screw out, it's time to take the top part out. Now there's multiple clips, as you see on your screen now. What I find is it's easier to start working from the back and then pulling forward. Usually, you know, a trim removal tool helps a lot, and I can actually put a link to the set that I got. So like I said, it's easier to start from the back. You can kind of pull up from the inside, and you know, it's an old trim, so the clips are going to come off. Like I said, trim removal tool helps out a lot. So you kind of just get in there, just kind of pull it out. Most of these clips, they're really easy to come out. I think only 2 of them are actually just holders or retainers, so they're just there. Just kind of follow where it's at. So you get the top part off. Like I said, it's real easy. The clips just kind of come out. You know, they are kind of, you know, your typical GM clips, so they're gonna break. Whatever that's left over, you can just get behind it with the tool remover, the trim remover, and just kind of pop it out like so. The new trim comes with new retainers, so you don't have to worry about it. What I would like to do and what I recommend doing is cleaning up this kind of dirt and stuff that's behind it, and then once that's nice and clean, we'll work on the 2 lower trims on the window. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna do the bottom trim next, removing it. So let's start with the front door. What I find easier is kind of just grab it like right where on the back side where the window comes up in the front, and kind of pinch it and pull it up towards you. Now, on the front one, there's only 1 clip in the back, and then the front part just kind of slides underneath this where the mirror is at. So what I find is easy is to kind of grab it, pull it up, get the clip out on the back. Trim remover tool comes in handy, and it's a clip, so you know it's gonna break. So kind of just get it in there. And what I find that helps is if you kind of put like a little bit of a twist on it, try to get it loose. It may take a little bit to get because it is kind of hard. Alright, so it took me a little bit, but I finally got the back part off, and like I said, the clip's gonna break. Some of it did kind of fall on the inside, but I'm not too worried about it. I did swing the door a couple times. I don't hear any rattling, so I think that's good enough. Like I said, this front part slides in, so now that you got the back clip out, just kind of slide it out just like that. And then you got the front chrome, the front lower window molding off. And then, like I said, I recommend going back and just kind of cleaning up the dust and dirt and stuff. Let's start on the rear one next. Okay, so now on to the back window. It's a little bit harder because obviously the window itself doesn't go all the way down. So in this little gap right here, I find it's easier if you grab this and then, like I said, kind of pull up. Now there's two clips, one in the back and then one in the front. So again, I find it easier to work from the back and move to your way to the front. And since you got this leverage point here that's more closer to the back, it kind of makes it a little bit easier for you to get back here. Now, like I said, on the front window, little trim remover tool helps. Once you get this up and you can see where the clip is at, kind of just get your tool back there and just kind of carefully break it loose. Okay, so again, it took me a little bit because, like I said, they're kind of hard clips in there. But once you get the back, you can move on to the front. And same thing as before, you can kind of, it helps you now with this because you can kind of just use this as leverage. And then the clip just comes right off like so. Like I said, it's going to break. Some of it does go on the inside, but a couple of swings, you don't hear any rattling. I think that's okay, at least me personally. I recommend, again, cleaning up all the dirt and stuff. And now that we got all of the chrome trim off, I'm going to show you guys the black trim, and then we're going to go ahead and get it installed. So I actually got my black window trim from GHP Australia. I will say, first and foremost, I actually really like the way they packaged this. It's nice and secure. They did have this nice note because the back part of the top window trim is actually two pieces that you push together. Yeah, I'll get this out and I'll show you guys how to assemble the back part. And we're going to do the top first, like I said, and then eventually we'll move on to the bottom one. So, okay, so once you get the correct side, in this case we are working on the passenger side first. The top window trim is actually shipped, at least from JHP, in two parts. This is kind of the main part, and then the back part that goes on the rear window. So it's real easy. You kind of just snap it in, do that connector right there, like so. So you really won't hear much of a, give me 1 second. You really won't hear much of a snap. You kind of just more so feel it. So kind of just put it in like so, and now you're good. And it does lock. It does lock in place once you put it in. Okay, so once you got your side put together, kind of opposite on how we took it apart, we're going to work from our way from the back forward. And as you see all these little holes, just kind of line them up. Set that there. Just kind of line them in the slot and then kind of just push them in. And then just, me personally, I kind of move this as I go, the plastic that is, because I don't want to ruin it just yet since it's brand new. Just kind of push it in this place. And then the small white clips are actually movable, so they do slide a little bit. So if you have to move them to get them into the correct hole, just do it like so. Move up to the front. And then that screw from earlier, you're gonna go ahead, take it, put it back in there, make sure you tighten it up, and then you're done with the upper window trim. And now doing the bottom trim is super easy. You literally just kind of line it up with the clips where the holes are at. You want to make sure that this inner slot is going over the lip of the door. So kind of just place it where the clips would be. Make sure that it's, like I said, the things are over the groove, and then just kind of push down and that's pretty much the gist for the rear door. And then the front window, remember you had to pull it out because it goes underneath here. So what you want to do is you kind of want to put it on that groove, slide it in and under like so, and then kind of pull it back to where the clip is at, and then just make sure everything's still in that groove, push down and put the clip in, and that's the front door. And yeah, so that's pretty much the gist. Me personally, I'm not a fan of chrome, so I like this a lot. But you know, of course, to each their own. Next project is doing the door handles. I'm gonna redo all the badging to make it all black, and then eventually I'll find some black rims. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, follow, any suggestions, recommendations for next time, please feel free to comment. Thanks again. Have a blessed day.